We're recording.
Right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Penn State Wilkes-Barre. My name is Brian Close, and I'm here with Leslie Livingstone as well from the admissions office. And we are here to do a presentation for you on the business department. But first, we do have some housekeeping for you. Just some reminders. So this week we are doing our accepted student virtual week. We are having different breakout sessions based on academic programs. And on your screen right now, you can see where to sign up for those programs and sessions. So please make sure you go check that out and sign up as soon as you can. We also have online our tours that we have. It's all digital also, so you can check out the campus from your home. Also, if you have not done so already, please make sure you respond to your offer of admission. You're going to log into your My Penn State account and you can place your deposit right there. Usually our deposit is due on May 1st, but since COVID-19 is going on right now, we are extending it to June 1st if it is needed, the extension. So definitely reach out to us if you do need that extension. Also, if you have not done so already, you can secure your off-campus housing. Again, only if you do need off-campus housing, but we do have the Nittany Commons, which is just a 2-minute walk from our campus. And on the slide right now, you can check out the website, or you can give them a phone call and get more information from them. And again, if you do have any other questions, please give me or Leslie a phone call, shoot us an email. We are working from home right now, so we're happy to answer any questions that you might have. That being said, we can move on to our program, and we have Erin here who's going to talk to us about the business program. So I'm going to end my shared screen, and Erin, you can take it away.
Okay, cool, great. Thanks everybody. My name is Erin Brennan, and I am an attorney and an assistant teaching professor at Penn State Wilkes-Barre. So the world is a bit crazy right now, whether you're joining us in real time or watching this on recording. I want to say that despite all the craziness in the world, that doesn't take away from the fact that you've accomplished a lot. You're rounding out your high school careers, and that's a great accomplishment. And you are now starting your college journey as an accepted student at Penn State. So congratulations to you on that. I wish that we were in person, obviously, but we can't do that now. If we were in person, what I traditionally do at accepted student receptions is talk to you first and hear about you and your interest, and then tell you about our program. But since interactivity is a little bit different in the virtual world, I will start by telling you about our program, and then to the extent that you're listening live and have questions, you can ask those questions in the chat. And if you're listening to this on recording, feel free to reach out. My contact information will be provided to you at the end, but feel free to reach out to me or anyone on our admissions team with your questions. Since we're in the virtual world, I am joining you from my home today, which means I've got my coworker with me. She's a adorable, kind, sensitive rescue pup named Tilly, and she's got just about the loudest bark in the world, and she's a gal who likes to be heard. So she joins in our conversation today. Please know that that's just her way of welcoming you to the Penn State family. So thank you for letting me join your day. I'm going to talk to you a bit about the business program. That's what this segment is on, the business program at Penn State. Tell you some of the unique attributes that our Penn State Wilkes-Barre faculty bring to the classroom. Talk to you about our Penn State Wilkes-Barre campus vibe, and give you some examples of our alumni success stories and connections, and how we keep up that sense of community even after our students graduate. So first things first, business at Penn State Wilkes-Barre. So you can be a minor in business, you can get a 2-year associate degree in business, or you could get a 4-year bachelor's degree in business. That 4-year bachelor's degree, you would have either an accounting concentration or a marketing concentration. You can also get a 4-year degree in project and supply chain management. Also, you can do 2 years with us at Penn State Wilkes-Barre, and then 2 years at the Smeal College of Business at University Park. So that's a really great option as well. We absolutely love it when our students stay with us for 4 years, because then we get to be part of the whole process with you from day one to your triumphant graduation at the end of the road. But we're equally as proud of our students who go on to University Park. And if you choose to go on to University Park, you get the benefit of being 2 years on our campus with all the perks that that offers, and then finishing with a more specific business degree. Smeal offers degrees, among other things, in finance and actuarial science, accounting and marketing and management information systems. And the great thing is that if you come and spend 2 years with us and you take all the required courses and you earn the required GPA and you take the required number of credits and you apply for transfer to Smeal at the right time, you're going to get in. There's no crossing your fingers and holding your breath. And we are here to help you navigate that process to be sure you're lined up to do that correctly. We have a professional academic advising staff, and we have faculty advisors to help you get there. So that's a general overview of our business program, and I realize I just gave you a lot of information there, and some of you are probably thinking, yep, check, check, check. I want to do 4 years at Wilkes-Barre with a concentration in accounting, or I want to do 2+2 with finance at Smeal. And some of you are thinking, I have no idea what these words mean or what's going on. I just thought I was interested in business. And some of you are somewhere in between. Be assured that wherever you are in the process, we are cool with it. Part of your educational process at Penn State Wilkes-Barre and at any school, but it's something we prioritize at Penn State Wilkes-Barre, is finding your path and exploring, learning what programs you're interested in, what areas of study you are interested in. There is always great value in taking business courses. Many of you will end up owning your own business at some point. The vast majority of us are going to be either an employee or an employer at some point. So there's always a lot of usefulness in having a business background and taking business classes. So even if you're thinking about another major, consider the business minor as well. I was an English major in college, an English and a French major. So I'm testament to the fact that you can do some cool stuff in life with a liberal arts degree, but I can tell you, when I became a business owner, I really would have benefited had I taken some business courses in college, and I did it. So I really recommend to our students, and for example, English is a major we have here on campus, to consider a business minor, even if you don't think you're going to join the business program for a major. So that's a little bit of an overview of our program. A key part to our program, obviously, is our business faculty. And I think the greatest asset that our business faculty brings to the classroom is the fact that we all, every single one of us, has experience, an extensive experience in our respective industries before we came into the classroom. So that means we're not just teaching you what we learned in books. We are teaching you what we learned in books. We're all highly educated in our fields, but we also have practical application. And that's really important to convey to students. I, as I mentioned, I'm an attorney. I'm a licensed attorney in Pennsylvania and New York. I was in legal practice for 15 years. I was an owner of a business. So when I'm talking to you in classrooms about legal issues or management issues in business, I'm not only giving you my academic expertise, I'm giving you my firsthand professional experience. Likewise, our program director, Mrs. Terry Clementi, who some of you may have met at some of our open houses, she teaches a lot of our marketing and management classes. She had an entire career in marketing before she became a full-time faculty member. Dr. Jackie Landry teaches our finance classes. She had an entire career in finance in New York City, and she worked on her PhD and then became a full-time professor. Our most recent addition to the business program is Dr. Stephanie Gresh. She likewise has a whole career of industry experience. So in your classrooms, in the business program at Penn State Wilkes-Barre, you are getting the benefit of that firsthand application. And that's something that's really valuable and not necessarily something that you get in a bigger university setting. We also obviously offer the benefit in our classrooms that we have small classrooms. You aren't in a classroom of a couple hundred people with a faculty member lecturing at you at the front of the classroom. It's a community of learning. It's a discussion. You're learning from us. We are learning from you. My classrooms have about 20 to 25 students in them. That allows us to build relationships with our students. The fact that we all bring industry experience also gives you the benefit of the professional networks that all of us have built. We're learning right now in real time how impactful one person's life can be on lots of other people, right? With the coronavirus, it's a really, really, really bad thing. With a business network, it's a really, really good thing. So I bring with me, both Mrs. Clementi and I have, for the majority of our adult lives, worked in the immediate community. We have lots of business relationships and connections in that community. And we can draw on those connections and relationships to build internship opportunities for you. And by the way, if you graduate from 4 years from Penn State Wilkes-Barre, you'll be required to do an internship, and that's a great opportunity for you. But we can leverage those relationships to help you. Doctors Landry and Gresh have connections to this area, but they did the majority of their career work in the greater New York or Philadelphia area. So that broadens our network of connections and relationships even further. And that's a great benefit to you. Our Penn State Wilkes-Barre business faculty really do their best to bring interactive experiences into the classroom and to integrate lots of theories of thought, lots of current events. So at Penn State, we have an initiative called Invent Penn State, and it's a huge university-wide initiative. It is throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. We are active in it at Penn State Wilkes-Barre, and the concept is we want to help grow small businesses, help people learn about transforming ideas into business, help people build their networks, help people launch ideas into businesses. And you, as our Penn State Wilkes-Barre students, we are all active in that program, and you get to benefit from that. Another really cool thing is our partnership with Invent Penn State is with the Wilkes-Barre Chamber of Commerce, and our key person there, our key contact, is a graduate from Penn State Wilkes-Barre. So we bring Invent Penn State, those opportunities, right into the classroom. And those opportunities are always important, but they're really growing right now as we are going to be, hopefully sooner rather than later, transitioning back to a world where our economy is back in action, right? And now more than ever, people are going to need to learn how to morph their businesses and expand their businesses. And Penn State offers those resources to Pennsylvania residents and to our students. And again, we work it right into the classroom. Mrs. Clementi works Invent Penn State activities right into her curriculum. You know, if you guys think about Shark Tank, you know, those pitch competitions, Mrs. Clementi does entire classes centered around those. Pitch competitions at the local level, the regional level, the state level, the national level. And that's just such a tremendous experience to get as a student. In our classrooms, we also really focus on the idea of sustainability. I work a lot with sustainability efforts on campus. And the concept of sustainability, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with it already, but the concept is we want to build a self, a college, a community, a state, a nation, and a world that is sustainable and can endure in the future. And again, the current global pandemic has really drawn that into focus, right? We want to concentrate on economic growth and positive infrastructure and equality among all people and access to healthcare. And we make it a priority in our classrooms, all of the business faculty, to focus on those concepts, to be sure that we are educating ethical, well-educated business leaders who are going to help move our business world into our new future, hopefully with better footing for everybody involved. Our classroom curriculum, our faculty members are super dedicated to morphing their classrooms on a daily basis to include current events. Right now, obviously, the most pressing and omnipresent current event is the coronavirus. So in my classrooms, we're talking about how businesses can ethically address this issue, right? You've got rampant disease, a highly contagious disease, and the need to help your employees with healthcare and money, but the economy is closed. And how do you address that as a business? We can talk about that right in class, and we do. Dr. Landry, in her finance classes, talks about the collateral effects of the coronavirus on our national economy. She works through it in real time with students. Mrs. Clemente, in her supply chain management classes, you know, a lot of us, myself included, didn't really have a great concept of the supply chain, but now it's in our face every day, right? We learn about, we hear about on a daily basis, the supply chain when it comes to ventilators or N95 masks or rubber gloves. Those are all things that translate directly into the business world and that our future business leaders are going to be adapting to. And that we at Penn State Wilkes-Barre are really committed to educating you on, and again, making sure that you become our future business leaders and are responsible stewards as we move into the new phase of our society. So those are the perks that our Penn State Wilkes-Barre business faculty, and actually all of our Penn State Wilkes-Barre faculty, staff, and administration bring to you. The Penn State Wilkes-Barre campus itself, I know Brian mentioned at the beginning that there's a virtual tour for those of you who haven't been on campus. I really hope most of you have been on our campus. If you haven't yet, I really hope you look at that virtual tour. It is a beautiful, beautiful campus. If you are a person who appreciates and finds peace among historic buildings, that historic Hayfield House on your virtual tour, that's where our business offices are, by the way. All the business faculty are there on the 3rd floor. We welcome our students up there. It's a great place to collaborate. But if you like historic buildings and rolling fields and deer running through the fields and a dirt road here and there and woods, you will feel at home at Penn State Wilkes-Barre. If you are a person who appreciates genuine, sincere, and accessible faculty and staff and classmates and administration, you will feel at home at Penn State Wilkes-Barre. I can say that not only because I am a faculty member at Penn State Wilkes-Barre, but I know it firsthand from students. I have students who have transferred from other schools and have said to me, you know, have talked to me maybe the 2nd or 3rd day they've met me in class and told me at the end of the semester how much they appreciate the value in being able to have those relationships and connections with faculty members almost right from the start. And in our business program, we again really focus on that because one, it's important to us. We as faculty members choose to be at Penn State Wilkes-Barre for much the same reasons you may be choosing to be at Penn State Wilkes-Barre. You get all of the resources of Penn State University, but you get the benefit of building relationships in that small community. And for business students, that is a great, great benefit. You begin building your network before most students even realize that there is a process called building your network. Our alumni and our students who are seniors or recently graduated are wonderful at looking out for our students as they continue their education at Penn State. Our Invent Penn State initiatives, as I mentioned, we partner with the Wilkes-Barre Chamber of Commerce. We have an alumni member there who graduated from our business program, and he does everything he can to really connect our Penn State students to employment and internships. We have students who have, through the Invent Penn State program, participated in internships and then grown those internships into full-time employment. We have a senior right now in the business program who's getting ready to graduate, who's done just that, and she loves it. And she had the benefit of having that experience, that workplace experience, before she even graduated. We have students who want to go to graduate school, and we can help you with that. We have students who contemplate law school. I'm the pre-law advisor, so I can help with that. Last academic year, we had a student who was set to go to law school. She'd taken the LSAT and was ready to go to law school in the DC area. But then she got a job working for a congressman, and she has had wonderful success in that regard. So she's put off law school for the time being. We have, and these are just people I can think of off the top of my head. We have a recent graduate who, if you are a local person, you may recognize her name. She was in the paper in this past academic year. Her name is Megan Milo. And she is a graduate of Penn State Wilkes-Barre in the business program. She started working immediately upon graduation. And she is young, and she just bought the Woodhouse Day Spa, which, if any of you are from this area, you may be familiar with. It's a big business, lots of employees, and she is the owner of it. She is on our advisory board also, and that is so typical of our graduates. They come back and serve the university. They're always looking for ways to contribute to our students in the classroom, in the business world, making connections with them, helping them figure out their educational process. So those are the things that I think are of greatest value at Penn State Wilkes-Barre, and particularly in the business program at Penn State Wilkes-Barre. If you all have questions at any point, you can feel free to contact me, and there are not enough good things that I can say about Penn State Wilkes-Barre. So any questions you have, if I don't know the answer, there's no shame in that. I will find a way to get you the answer and direct you to the right person. But for now, we really can't wait to see you all on campus next academic year. I teach a first-year seminar class. All of you as first-year students will take a first-year seminar class. So if you're in my section, please say, hey, by the way, I met you in virtual space back in April when we were all quarantined. And that will be great for me to hear. But I don't know if we have any questions, Brian?
So there are no questions, but I do want to share your information, your contact information.
Thank you so much.
There you go. There we go.
Thank you. And as I said, anybody can feel free to contact me at any time with any questions at all. And in the interim, we look forward to seeing you next academic year. And we all really want to tell you congratulations, but also wish for you and your family and friends health and safety as we all go through this together. And you know what, just one thing before I go, I'm looking at my email on this slide, and it says EAB21, and I believe I am EAB31.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. That's okay. But if you're out there and you need to contact me, just put my name in and Penn State Wilkes-Barre, and you'll find me.
All right. Well, I think we do not have any questions. So thank you so much, Erin. And again, any questions for Erin, definitely reach out to her, or feel free to reach out to myself or Leslie. Again, we are happy to help you out. And we hope you are staying safe out there, and we hope that we'll see you in the fall on campus. All right. Thank you, everyone.